Hello everyone. I'm sorry. This is Jandy the Artsy-Rose, and welcome back to 100 Sleeping Princess. I'm so sorry. I was looking at the translations for some of the Black Butler characters. I'm not gonna just read their profile. Well, not just the profile of those characters in particular, but I would also be more than happy to read the profiles of some of the other characters that are of my interest. Let's start with Undertaker. Let's see. How do I do this? How do I get to their profile? Because I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Do this. Oh, what's this? I don't know what this is. Oh, of course. I'm not gonna do this yet. Not yet. I will eventually. Optionally, it is a... Originally, he used to own a... Well, it's just information I've already told you, but it's a... The grammar in this is a little rough, so I'll try to give you a proper take of it with a proper take of it. Originally, he owned a funeral parlor, but he is also... Let me just read it to you the way it is. Optionally, it is a funeral parlor, but it is also an information shop in a back society that requires exceptional laughter as a reward. To explain what that means, whenever the Undertaker owns a funeral parlor, but at the same time, he is willing to exchange information to the part of society that is doing some shady work if they will make him laugh. Although I do not mind cooperation for the consideration, afterwards I decide on a slope, nothing involved in the incident. I don't know why it was translated like that, but I think this is Undertaker's way of saying he had eventually quit his job. He eventually quit his occupation at the funeral parlor, which he had owned, to partake in another incident. The bodies are called customers. Hospitality is autopsy. He considers his I don't think I need to go into that. I mean, after all, he arranges corpses, or he makes corpses beautiful for their parting. This is what he does. This is what you do at a funeral parlor. It seems that he knows something about moving corpse that was piled up in Campania. For those of you that have read the Book of Atlantic, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say anything about that because that's a major spoiler. Undertaker. You're a mess. You are an absolute mess. Now it's Snake's turn. It is a servant of the Phantom Hive household. A snake and half of a man. I can talk with a snake and speak as a word of a snake that I always take. In other words, I don't need to, I think that's self-explanatory. Previously, it was a circus member. I met a CL that had infiltrated and to serve. Previously, he had worked at a circus, like I had told you, and he met CL when he had infiltrated the circus, and eventually he followed CL because he believed he had some sort of hand in the disappearance of his circus family, of his circus group that had pretty much made him feel like family. And while he could have got the death penalty, CL decided to have him serve in his household instead. There is a skin like a serpentine scalp in the body. Well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Just look at his cheeks. And is pursuing the way of a companion who rescued the place where it was made a skeptical as a snake man. He is rescuing the person who is he's trying to look for his circus family, who, may I remind you, had saved him from being a freak show. The last part, I could read it to you, but that would be a major spoiler, and I don't really want to read it. So, sorry about that. Now, on to CO. Well, about that. How am I going to do that? Both of my CLs are pretty much promoted. Let's see. If I do it like this, would it work? No. This reeks. Oh. Well, I should have done this. I feel like well, that's strange. His profile isn't on here. That's very odd. Out of all the other things that have... So I wonder, what about, Sebastian? Doesn't he... I know I don't have him, but, I'm just wondering. I'm just checking. Are the Snake and Undertaker have a profile? Sebastian had a profile. Of course, he would have a profile. I checked that out. Goriel. He totally has a profile, even though I have yet to have it translated. Well, I think that's enough. That's enough for now. I've been holding everyone up. Let's see, Felicity. Well, let's see. At a time like this, naturally, I'm pretty sure the characters are still going to be, the monsters are still going to be purple, so I am taking Anniversary Hinata into the scene because I could use some yellow. I could. Oh, crud! I haven't... I forgot to change the name. Even Hinata's mad at me about it. I should know better. Anyway, let's take care of some bad guys. Hey, Byakuyo. Oh great, not again, come on! I hate it when this happens. Philly. Oh, now you're listening to me, trolls. Look! Artsy-Rose! Seal performed magic! Seal performed... I'm a dork. Aha.
どうした？お前はこんなものではないだろう。お前などいらん。チェックだ。やるじゃないか。
To do some painting today. I went to visit my therapist yesterday. I won't tell you who she is. I feel it would be professional that way. I've been interested in writing Christian romance stories. So as a result of writing the Christian romance, I realized that I don't want to write a book. I'm more interested in illustrating, drawing my story instead of just write it. As my username implies, I'm an artistic person. I could show you some of my pictures, but some of them are the ones that I've recently drawn. The one that I drew recently today consists of a character that I don't want to show until a much later part of the story, and I want to keep him as so I can't show a picture of a character, but I could show you a picture of another character that I have in mind just to show you talent. I could entreat you with my work later once I have the opportunity. First, let's get Byakuyo and take care of these weird creatures. Lovely, just lovely. Not. Are we rolling? Yes, we are rolling. Because the last thing I would want is to... Oh, crud, this sucks! The last thing I would honestly want to deal with is find out that I have been yakking without the app rolling, if you know what I mean. App rolling, because it's literally my camera. I'm corny. Undertaker! Help me! Okay, now that's all taken care of. I still need to find out what little boy Blue's name is. I'm calling him that until I know until I find out what in the world his name is. Because if you've paid attention to the videos that I've posted of this character, he might as well be little boy Blue. He's adorable that way, but he's the boy Blue. Let's see. I am pretty sure he is. Abby. So, sorry. Well, about time we finally had this mug show up. By the way, the boy that I've been calling Little Boy Blue, I finally found out his name. His name is Rolf. Rolf! Rolfie boy! Rolfie! Why not use Grill? And just as a little treat, let's see. I'm going to read his profile. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around here. Aha! Grail! His full name is Grail Sutcliffe. Death God of Red Hair. It's supposed to be a pun that I'm not. Somebody had translated from the original script, it's Japanese, that it was supposed to be a pun that, and the pun involves literally death and red hair. So basically, Grail is a walking pun. Trivia: the name word in German, that's supposed to mean silly person or weird person, and that's I guess it would kind of suit him. Sebastian, deeply in death, Tangled with Sebastian has been reluctantly rejected every time there is a thing. He's deeply in other. I don't know why it's worded like that. Google is a. Grail is obsessed with Sebastian. Rejected by Sebastian numerous times. His sickle, Death Size, is a chainsaw. Before, he has a death scythe, or chainsaw, which he had customized himself, which was also against the rules of the Shinigami department. As a result, it was later confiscated from him when he had been imprisoned for breaking a bunch of other rules in the process. His favorite color is red, of course. He dreams of wearing a bright red dress. He also believes that he was born God had made a mistake. I beg to differ. I honestly find him to be fabulous the way he is, but I'm not so sure how long it would take to convince somebody like him of such a thing. Anyway, let's take Grail out for a spin along with his death scythe. I guess I kind of like Grail the way he is because he's it's kind of hard not to. He is. I originally used to be afraid of him because of his hand sign. And are we still rolling? I'm running out of space. I'm freaking out, running out of space. Anyway, I'm gonna try to end this very soon. You know what? I'm just gonna pause.